Hey guys, welcome back to another video here. And in this video, we're on to our fourth clutch of Boyds forest dragon eggs. I'm hoping she's going to have a couple of fertile ones in there for me. So that's right, 4 clutches she's laid, 3 have been completely infertile. I've just come home and I've managed to catch her kind of scratching around at the back there, just underneath this Ficus pumila. And I'm really hoping that she's got a couple of fertile eggs in there, just because it's just another species that I could tick off the list of being able to breed and have a little bit of fun with. So let's dive in, let's see if we can uncover some eggs, and let's see if they're any good this time. So here you can see the Troublemakers. This is my little male here. He's plumping up a little bit. He's been kind of breeding himself senseless this season. My little female over here, she's such a beautiful little animal. I just gave her a couple of giant mealworms to try to get some weight back on her. But before, she was nice and plump. You could see that she was right out here with her belly. And then I've been able to see these visible signs here where she's got that kind of like little bit of a wrinkle in her back there. That was a good indicator to me to say that she's lost a little bit of condition, i.e. laying some eggs. And when I caught her, she was just over the back here, scratching it all over there. And I kind of caught her in the act and didn't let her cover them the whole way up, so to speak. So she hasn't done her usual thing. Usually she'll scratch all the leaf litter and bits and bobs over the top of it. But I kind of caught her in the act and fed her a couple of worms, and yeah, she kind of distracted her, so to speak. So let's jump in. Let's see if we can actually uncover a couple of these eggs, and hopefully they're reasonably good. And yeah, maybe we'll get a baby Boyds if we're lucky. So I've already set up the little incubation tub. This time around I'm just using a basic takeaway container that you can buy from the supermarket. Sphagnum moss seems to be the medium of choice, and I've already dampened this down as I'll kind of overlay a little clip of how I did it all just in the laundry, hydrating the sphagnum moss itself and then draining as much of the excess moisture out of there as possible. So I've got this handy. I'm just going to pop this down in front of the enclosure. We're going to start for a dig. So hopefully this little girl lets me. I just want to move you out of the way, darling, just so I don't bother you at all. There you go, why don't you sit up in there in the tree, nice and safely. Alright, you sit there. So, down over here is where she was laying these eggs. I didn't actually see her laying eggs, so I haven't kind of caught that. I just saw her scratching around to see if she could cover them up. So I'm just going to try to be a little bit gentle here. I'm assuming that she's done them right down at the base of this plant here. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of white light. Hey, where are you going, mister? Where do you think you're going? You're coming out. They're such beautiful little animals, aren't they? They're so inquisitive. I absolutely love having these guys here. You gonna go up there too? Put you over there. I've really been leaving these guys to just their own devices and things. See if I can get this a little bit of a better shot. Okay, so there's one egg at least. That's exciting. See if we can uncover it here. Gently pull it up. Oh, it looks a bit better this time. That's always promising. Just temporarily, I'm just gonna see if I can blow a bit of the dirt off. Happy days. Just pop him there for now. I'm going to give these guys a bit of a candle in a minute and see if we can see if there's any. Hopefully there's some red veins. Hopefully there's another egg or two. She definitely wants to produce, that's for sure. She's not shy from laying eggs. That's not an egg. This Ficus pumila is really in the way. Maybe it was just one egg. Surely that wouldn't be unheard of, I'm sure. Oh, hang on. Another little bit of white there. a little bit hard with this ficus in the way of the camera. That's the downside to having all these bioactive or naturalistic enclosures, is there's always a chance that you're gonna have a plant in the way. It's another good looking egg, at least it's nice and white. Let's see if I can gently get this one up here. And pop him there for now. I want to say that I saw another bit of white down there, so maybe there is another one there. The downside to sliding door enclosures is the fact that you can't really open up the enclosure the whole way. So if ever there was a benefit to swing door enclosures, at least you got good access to your enclosure. There's definitely one more egg, or maybe even two. Another little one there. It must be very freshly laid, so still a little bit soft. But we will candle these because, you know, as we know in the past, she has laid a few dud clutches. That's not to be unexpected, especially for a first-time mum and dad. Another little one there. Ooh, try not to roll it so much. So we'll see. Don't know if there's going to be any more, but we'll have a scratch. Okay, so we'll give them a bit of a candle now. We're just going to gently pick these up and put a torch underneath them and see if we can see any sort of red veins. It's not going to bring it up on the camera for me, is it? Maybe it will. Not bringing this one up on the camera so well with the light, unfortunately. But that one's actually got some red veins in it, so hopefully that one's actually a fertile egg. That's pretty exciting. We'll check the other three quickly and see if we've gotten lucky. That one's looking like it's actually got some veins as well. Pretty hard to see on this camera, unfortunately. But I'm just rotating them to make sure that the embryo's facing up as well, like the red veins are on the top. That's the best way to ensure that the dragon or the embryo is going to stay at the top. I don't know about these other skinnier two. There's a chance that these guys might be infertile. So that one looks like it's definitely a slug. But we'll give it a couple of days anyway, see what happens. And that one looks like it's a slug as well. So, all in all, if I've got two fertile eggs, that's pretty cool. I'd be pretty excited if I was able to hatch out one or two little Boyds. That's always exciting. You know, sometimes you don't have to aim for big numbers and stuff like that. Like, that's not what the hobby should be about, in my opinion, unless you are like commercially breeding. But it'd be pretty awesome if I could just have that experience to hatch out a couple little forest dragons. I'm really looking forward to hopefully succeeding there. That'd be a bit of fun. I will just kind of hunker these guys down a little bit inside of this sphagnum moss as well. Just give them a little bit of a bed. I'll do the same for these guys, but I'm not holding out high hopes. I can't see any veins right now, but considering the other two are fertile, you know, give them a shot. Worst case, I'll just pull them out in a couple of weeks when they're not looking too crash hot. I'll pop them in there and pop them away, and yeah, hopefully in a couple of months or thereabouts, we shall have some baby forest dragons running around, which would be pretty cool. So there you have it, guys, just another little simple video digging up some forest dragon eggs. I just want to bring you guys along for the little tidbits that are happening here on a day-to-day basis. Life's pretty busy right now coming into Chrissy, and you know, there's going to be a lot of big changes happening with the collection soon, which, don't worry, I'll keep you all up to date as to what's happening. But if I go a little bit patchy here and there, that's just because life's life, you know. Every now and then it throws you a little bit of a curveball and you got to change some stuff up. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me for yet another video. Make sure to drop a comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Australian reptile related content, and don't forget to check me out on Teespring and Patreon as well. And until next time, take it easy.